Fine Art Made Easy, Lesson 2, Part 4. Okay, so again, let's look at the picture again. So this time, in Part 3, we made the mixes. Now in this part, we're actually going to paint the cube. Okay, so again, we're going to look at the cube again. As I said before, doesn't matter which blue you use. It's not really ultramarine, cobalt blue, phthalo blue, it doesn't matter. Just make sure that the values are the same as in Part 3. Just match up the values, it's the same thing. Okay, and if you're not too sure, you can use the black and white photo to make absolutely sure. Now let's go to the mixes. So this is what we made in Part 3. Okay, so on the left hand side, that would be the shaded side. The next one in towards the right is the top of the cube. The third one, or the second to the right, would be the actual face, and the very one on the farthest right of this mixture would be the highlights, but that can also be used if the values aren't correct. So now we're going to just focus on the cube for this lesson. Okay, we'll start with the lightest area. I think we'll start with this area first of all. So, a bit of liquid. Okay, now what we'll do is that was a bit too light. It's more like it. So let's use the wrong one then. That's fine. That doesn't really matter. It goes a bit around here. It's not totally square, but that's not really going to make a difference. A bit of light on there, that makes it a bit better. Okay, I'm going to paint the background on the foreground again, so it doesn't matter if it's not perfect around here. So it's just that's fine. Okay, now let's do the top. Should be slightly darker on this one. So clean my brush. Right. See how this goes. Ooh. It's a bit darker now. See, straight away you kind of tell. So if that's a bit darker than what you want it to be, it certainly is a bit darker. That's okay. Because I can add some of this onto this, so that's not a problem. So it's looks a bit darker, so I'm going to add a little bit, line it up a little bit. Okay. See, that's a bit darker than what I need to be. Maybe I need to darken this up a little bit, but there's a lighter part, the bridge between these two. So what I do this bit now, because that seems a bit too light. I mean, that is a bit too light. And do the darkest dark, and it will help to show. Oh. So again, don't worry about any mistakes you make, it makes no difference. Okay. It's not bad, it's not bad. Actually, see now you can, see now I'm looking at the picture, I'm looking at this one, I can see that it isn't far off. I'm saying that is too light. That is definitely too light. So, because these values are quite similar. It's not even one step. It's not even one step between them. So clean my brush. It's going to work in on this one again. Just darken it up so it's just not quite like that, but just like that. So, what would I do? Well, I'll get this and this, so 50-50, I suppose that's not a bad one. Maybe a bit more on that one. And let's see how that looks with, of course, a bit of liquid. Let's have a look, see if it darkens it up. Yep, that's a bit better. That's definitely better, that's definitely more like it. Yeah, that's better. Now you may see me using this now when I'm painting. Actually, this here, my elbow on this hand here, my elbow here will be on the table, holding onto my wrist. I do this a lot when I'm painting, so that what? You can see me just, my hand is here, just have a look. I just do this. Just to steady my hand, it does work. Oop. That's got to be blended anyway, so it makes no difference. So is this as well. So let's do it again, just steady my hand. a better one. Okay. And then it's actually, okay, I'll try and do it using quite a big brush here. Okay, that's fine. Right, so let's see this happens. Now I'm looking at that now. You can look at that. That's definitely that's really better. And of course, when it dries, it's going to look different. So there is one extra final point I'm going to do before I smooth in. I'm going to put a white, because just here, because the light is coming here, the light is coming here, okay? So what you would see, or what you can see on here, is where there's an edge, I should say, when there's an edge here, the light will just catch it slightly more. So I'm going to do a slightly whiter line here, which is where my highlight comes in. So I'm going to use, you can use whichever brush you want. Use a smaller version of this brush. I'm just going to do a white line across here, see how it looks. I don't know how it's going to look yet. Might not be light enough, but let's have a look. It's not bad. It's slightly lighter here than it is there, but that's not a problem. Okay, now that's fine. That's fine. Best thing to do when you're doing this is just don't do more than this one. Okay, right. Now I'm not happy with that. That's not good enough. So again, use to clean the brush. Use a small brush. Might be a bit easier. Just tidy that up a bit. Again, that's better. That's better. Again, pay attention. See, nice coverage, nice coverage. Looks all watery. Okay, because this is more cerulean blue and a black, and these are transparent, semi-transparent colours. So you have to paint it again. You want to look at now. There is right at the bottom here. Dark black line. I'm going to do that now actually, see how it looks. There's a dark black line right at the bottom here, just before the shadow. And actually right at the bottom of this cube here, because there's a little bit of a shadow on it. So I'm going to go over this one first of all. Let's make it a little bit black, as always. Burnt umber and ultramarine blue. But I'm going to do slightly more, and what I might do is put a bit of cerulean in it. Just you might not see it, but it might change it a bit. So I'm going to do a jet black. So that just on this. It just goes onto the shadow a bit. So doesn't matter if it's perfect, you're going to go over the foreground again, but it doesn't matter. Just a little bit underneath there. Just there. You can tidy it up later. And also underneath here is a bit grey, so just I'm going to add a little bit of a darkish, but not black, that's for sure, that's way too dark. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use some of this. I'm going to put underneath here. I think that is dark enough. Well, we'll have a look. If it's not, we can always go over it again. So that goes there, and it just... yeah, that looks about right. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, the best thing now, I think, is just leave it like that. as always. The fluffy brush. So we'll start from, we'll start from here. What we do here? It's a little mistake I made there. It's because I went too slowly. When you're doing this, you've got to go quickly. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So get it accurate, go at a pace. It won't work. Okay, let's do this one. So go to pace. There you go. Straight away. Do it again. That's fine. So it blends it nice. That was nice. That was a nice edge. That was very nice. Yep, okay, this one's a tricky one, but let's just go for it. Okay, that was fine. We just there. Now we're working wet into dry here, but that's okay, because that little bit of we made there, that will work when we're doing in the foreground again. Okay. Right, that's fine. Let's do this one. Fine, that's absolutely fine. We just need to clean that up a bit there. So, just that's fine. Okay, that's all you need to do. You can do it again, and we'll do 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I won't touch that one. No need to that one, so we'll do, should we do a lights one now? So remember, this is more than this, so just, so more light here than here. So blend it more in here than in here. Should still be blend it more. That's fine, that's fine. Just tidy that one up a little bit. Yep. Tidy that one up a little bit. Okay. Okay, do this one. Okay, that's fine. I mean, you can really clean that one. Right, we'll leave it there, okay? That is more than enough. You've got the basic shape there, so you've got the lightest, slightly lighter, not even a step, I'd say half a step, in the darkest area. The shading underneath and a bit of shading underneath there. That looks fine. We're going to go over it again. We're going to background once again and the foreground and the shadow. We're going to hit the cube again, and I think we'll leave it at that. So 2 more steps, okay. Thank you for watching. Please go to lesson 2, part 5.